This fish tank has been making waves in more ways than one. That's because it literally sits at the doorstep of this HDB flat.
The design of the flat is unique in that there is a flight of steps going to the door, but technically it's still under Town Council's maintenance area, or rather it's owned by HDB, because painting of the area is still come under the Town Council. I know a lot of residents do use it as their sort of personal space, with their shoes. Sometimes they even have a little gate there, plants or some signboards, installations there, and it's quite common.
Still, it doesn't mean the fish tank's not breaking the rules. Mr. Bay noted that it's installed against a common wall and a staircase railing had to be removed for it to fit. The owner also has to access his home from the adjacent unit, which he owns. But he weighed up these against the fact that since the tank's installation some years ago, its track record is clean, with no complaints from residents.
So the Town Council is prepared to customize a reaction or response to it and see how we could help the resident keep the pond.
One expert said residents who want to permanently modify a designated common area actually require approval from the authorities. In the case of the fish tank, the owner has since made a formal request to keep it, and the Town Council is working with him on how to proceed. Mr. Bay added that barring any fire safety issues, the Town Council may let the tank be if the resident sticks to certain conditions, like restoring the space to its former condition when he moves out. Similarly, for MP Louis Ng, safety is the biggest concern in deciding if residents can display items like sofas in common areas.
I think that that's the key part of educating, of making sure people understand why we made the decision, explaining again the fire safety concerns, but at the same time working together with them on how we can remove, or in certain areas how we can approve as well, the use of the common space.
Of course, the Town Council can take the easiest way out, because it's obviously against the bylaws. We can insist that the aquarium be removed. But I think it reflects a more important mentality in whether authority or government in addressing such issues, because should we, while we could go by the book on everything, but we should also be open-minded to look at things on a case-by-case basis when it warrants.
Still, he urged residents to consult authorities first before going ahead with any modifications.